Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Miyami was following the van driven by Odo in a taxi. When the van was hijacked, she was in another convenience store buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why she thought Oda was still in the van when it drove away. So she kept following it. The van drove all the way to Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. We know all this. I mean, yeah, we got that. Rediscovered the scene and discovered the scene.
Polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran.
Have they checked the zoo for any missing polar bears? Good question.
I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah. But I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it!
Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Todoroki Man!
Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
We already saw this!
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man.
Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man!
We
After I
literally
yelled at
just saw
her,
that.
Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
An idea?
Hey, Ota, how about this?
Wait a second. I'm getting an idea. No. False alarm. No, yeah, no, yeah, no. Wait, no, yeah, no, no. Yes!
You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom, hmm?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us.
It's this time. It's time for payback. And this time it's personal. Yeah, and then this
So,
happened.
on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you.
You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, there's the picture.
Say cheese!
They didn't say cheese. Therefore, the picture did not exist.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about
Boy,
again?
am I hungry. Got any cheese?
The Todoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom,
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Jeez. We're getting all emotional up in here.
I was always so selfish.
Yeah, you were, Oda.
I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date.
Is it porn?
I'm Ota's friend.
That's what they said. Gotta write some short story porn.
Ota's friend. Is that right? I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom.
One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
Yeah, remember when you hit me over the head with that walk? You're under arrest.
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Later, nerds.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Financier. Hilarious.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Now what? What the heck? We got some credits? Some the heck? What is that? What does that mean?
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Okay.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Wait, I'm confused. What are we doing?
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Okay.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
An eye?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
It was an eye. Okay. I know how to play this game. I'm so confused right now. You don't even know how confused I am. Like, I've never played a game like this before, so I'm just confused. Well, what? It feels like we can do this differently. Like, there's places where it looks like we can do things differently. So, like, this and this... Oh, I guess this one is also... This is ongoing. What does this mean? Like, there's branching paths, but... Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, they have tutorials of a lot of things, but they don't have tutorials on, like, how to actually deal with this stuff. I mean, I can go to do all the branching paths, I suppose. But I feel like that's not entirely what I'm supposed to do. What happened here? This looks like me dead. Oh, is this when I got hit? Oh, this is when I got hit in the head. No, this is oh, this is when I got, like, this is when I did the thing and I went a little bit too far. Yeah, that's what that is. And this is when I don't know. What if I hit the case file? So, I think I could probably get an ending that it doesn't result in me being dead there. So, alright, let's do this, I guess. Let's see what happens. Right, but I don't understand in places where it says they can reopen the investigation. What's the point in doing that? Are there other branches that I can find? That's what I'm confused about. Why would I want to do that?
Iris.
Oh, we hold down control. I didn't realize we were holding it down. To skip. Look at the blood, watch the murder. What? Oh, we already did the TV. So, I don't think we want to do that. Well, that's the only thing we can do.
A double door. It doesn't open. We don't have...
Oh, we can probably change the dial on the TV.
A CRT TV.
Spin dial. Let's try that.
Stop!
Yeah, that seems like we want to do.
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops Killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Well, this is a much more interesting scenario than what we had before. Yeesh. Regulus, do you want to help? No, come down here. Let's strangle it. What are we strangling? Oh, probably the mannequin. Hot torso!
A torso with...
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
I guess I have to waste 90 seconds on it because we got our penalty.
I'm a torso!
What are you doing, Regulus?
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this, but we have no choice but to investigate.
Now it's a torso because the head fell off. It wasn't a torso before, it is now. Beat it to death.
A full-body mirror.
Punch it. I'll take 25
Are
seconds.
you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that? An operating table.
Perform surgery. I think we want to do that.
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Chug it. Let's investigate it.
There is no label. I cannot determine what is inside.
It's probably dangerous.
I agree. We should not touch it if we do not know what it is. Even in Somnium, some things should not be done.
Alright, fine.
A full-body mirror. A torso in the reflection.
A torso? Not you?
Is there any meaning to this?
I can't say. But what is going on?
3 minutes, Date.
A full body. Can you talk?
Can you talk?
What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Why do I have to get called a pervert? And twice?
Alright. Well, we have a medicine bottle. Oh, there's a TV over here. I didn't even notice that.
An old television.
Alright.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops Killer.
I'm seeing where this is going.
It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
So we were supposed to go to the TV this whole time. I think I might want to retry from the last, I think I'm gonna retry from the last, lock. I feel like we've wasted way too much time.
4 minutes.
An old
We can't skip this? Okay. Kind of expected to be able to skip this, but no. It's not letting me.
That video showed the face of it appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first...
Unknown. I do not...
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
I mean, last time we saw...
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Last time we saw something happen, we did the thing to the torso. Remember? So we're gonna kick this torso's ass.
A torso similar to a...
Punch it.
I'm a torso!
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
I want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
Alright. Mental Lock 4 up next. Which is shoot to death. Oh yeah, we did that.
3 minutes, Date.
Well, do the TV and turn the dial. Ah, I'm stuck on a torso.
An old-fashioned
Please. Help me. Help me.
What are you doing, Regulus? Like, I don't understand what you're doing.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops Killer.
Ah!
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
Or she witnessed all of these.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Regulus, oh my goodness. What are you doing? Do we get another torso? Worn out reference book. Medicine bottle. A gun. How do, oh, there we go.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way. Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height.
Nobody's blaming you.
Alright. I'm guessing we need to maybe push something. The oil thing. Push it. Push the oil thingy. Oh wait, no? Maybe not. Well, we cannot push it. Can we climb on the lockers?
Just a locker.
No, I don't want to do anything there. I think we're supposed to shoot the mirror. Maybe I need to...
A revolver.
Let's investigate.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Okay.
A revolver.
I can't do anything else with it. Alright. What else have we got? There's nothing. Oh, wait. No, there's nothing on these shelves. Maybe you can throw it.
A drug bottle that holds...
Hey, we can smell it now.
A syrupy smell, like sweet almonds.
Syrup? You think they were baking a cake or something?
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
This is getting complicated.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
Yeah.
A common...
If you can't, then...
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
A common gas can... The smell tingles, like sweet and sour. A ketone. Perhaps acetone?
Acetone, acet, some relation?
I cannot determine that with the evidence we... More than likely, it is coincidence.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what to do now. We don't have that much to go on. So... I kind of feel like I'm missing something. Maybe we need to look at this reference book. I don't know.
It is a thick...
Throw. We can throw it. I'll take the
Fly away now! It disappeared!
Maybe it wasn't that special.
Okay. That did nothing. I thought we might throw it at the gun.
A drug bottle that holds...
Chug it? No, I don't think we want to do that. Well, it was a butterfly reference book.
Just a locker.
Aiba?
It's all right. More importantly...
Oh. I like how we lowered this to like taking 10 seconds. I think this is gonna set off the, no wait, it's not gonna set off the gun. Oh, maybe it will set off the gun. Okay. This is a convoluted piece of machinery. And there we go.
That is...
That was me. Just like I thought. Did you see it was him in the mirror? It was me.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret.
Yeah, I know why it's a state
No matter
secret.
how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
The Cyclops Killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops Killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops Killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops Killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
That's what I was thinking. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Pewter then.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
Believe you.
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops Killer could not have committed these crimes.
Why do you keep saying
How
that?
can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
God, you people.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know. Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops Killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing.
So here's my problem with that, is that the boss says it is literally impossible that the current killer is the previous killer. It's literally impossible, and yet, according to Pewter, they don't know anything about it.
But in reality, it was dropped completely.
So somebody is lying to me, as usual, in this game.
The Sinker does not
'Cause
always
everyone
experience
lies.
the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia.
Okay.
And why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories. Even this can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Pewter, you said that memories happened in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
If you say so. I didn't learn anything from speaking with boss computer. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Peter shook me from my
Dante,
thoughts.
it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room. Okay.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do.
Yeah.
They will not remember it.
I know.
Then what about the Cyclops Killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops Killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
This sync thing sucks. Evidence schmevidence.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. All right, sure.
Pulled out her phone. She's sending a Nile message to somebody. I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. Turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Marble? Odd that she knows about the place, I guess. Sunday, 9:41 p.m. When I walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Otis sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
What the hell are you doing here?
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime. No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle. Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. He's always dependent on the kindness of strangers. Ever since the open Marble.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing, that you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Don't you dare hit me again. God damn it. God damn it. I'm so pissed. All right.
Where am I?
My head was killing me. Felt a sudden pain in my neck.
It looks like you're awake now.
Why did we fall for that? Huh? Can't believe we fell for that.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
God damn it.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course. I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Aiba.
Oh!
Iris!
This happened differently. Instead of hitting us with the walk, he hit us, we stun gunned us. Okay. This is just a different path.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Aiba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Okay. Alright. So this isn't something that had I didn't get hit with a walk once and then get hit with the stun gun a second time.
What's our ETA?
Alright.
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
I have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down.
Please let me make it in time.
I can skip this. Should I skip it?
That sick bastard!
I mean, we already know what's gonna happen, right? It's not gonna be the same.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Okay. All right.
No!
Okay. Well, I guess things did happen differently.
Yikes forever.
I didn't see that coming. Wait, what? Well, now I'm confused.
Ota.
I'm even more confused. Are they both dead?
There you are. Finally.
Is Oda and
I was looking all over for you.
The darkest timeline. We stumbled upon the darkest timeline.
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right?
We don't have to see it again.
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops Killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as? Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju. The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Hey, Gregory.
I analyzed the investigation.
It's going
report.
okay.
Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself.
That is true. Almost all counters are at 0 except the death one, because we did die once.
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
And then he died.
Then,
yeah.
who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops Killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. That is a good starting point.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemna's Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me. Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris. Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is 0 possibility you are the new Cyclops Killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Okay. So we got
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Got it, boss. Alright, boss. Let's go back to the cold storage warehouse, I guess. Things are now different. We now have a lot more blood.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Okay.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
It's not watch. I don't want to watch it again.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
I thought one of them was. Well, not really recovered, but found. Was that in a different... See,
This forklift is old.
I get confused by all these
It does not
timelines.
appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time. A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores.
Yeah.
No, nothing so far. I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Okay, do we need to find the chocolate? No, it looks like we can't find the chocolate at this moment, if it's there. Assuming it's even there.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Well, Oda won't be lying to us anymore at this in this thing. The hook is hanging from the ceiling. Okay, do we have anything else to look at? I feel like that's about it.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of ruined
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd., is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past... Renju holds no shares and is... In short, Renju...
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Okay, I think we're done now. Maybe.
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah,
You can ask CSI to...
All right.
Let me know if you find anything. Alright. Now we're going somewhere else. I guess. I saw Pewter. What's he doing here?
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops Serial Killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops Killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Yes, you did. He was doing this. Or were you this?
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops Killer could not have committed these crimes.
My God.
Let me explain why.
I love how he said, I said this, and then it flashed back to him saying that. Like, that, to me, is hilarious. I don't know why, it's hilarious.
I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops Killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Okay, so Rohan's dead. We know that.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops Killer would commit the murder.
He sounds like a psychopath,
and Rohan
too.
would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops Serial Killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss. He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again. That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops Serial Killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Okay. Summarize.
The original Cyclops Killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops Killers.
Now, there was only one killer and one eye remover.
One of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops Killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Well, who is it? They're hiding this from us intentionally because it's like a point of it's something that's very important. Clearly, the name of the number 89 prisoner is important. You know, it's clearly important. All right, I guess we're leaving. Are we gonna have to tell her that Oda is deceased? Man. Alright.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Alright, well, we didn't have to tell her.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think she did it. I guess we'll go back to my house. Yeah, I know, right? We kind of did some stuff in the wrong order. Hey, Dunk Donuts. Is she gonna blame me? Is everybody blaming me? Are we all blaming me?
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not okay.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Alright. Well, this is fun. Well, okay. Oh, this is where we are. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna dot all
Iris
this
was
too.
my everything.
Oh, I guess not.
We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent. Even though she needed constant attention going
timeline to the ground and start over. You know, the only difference in this timeline is we went to marble instead of
Her memories are a part of this room. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything but... Why? Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Is this timeline over yet?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
What?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Ooh, interesting.
Fuchu.
Prison?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
No, I have more questions.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her.
Alright. I guess we're not asking questions.
Dante!
Man, I thought that last timeline sucked.
You have to catch them!
This timeline sucks more. Let's go back to the other one.
I will. Trust me.
This timeline sucked diddly ucks.